Welcome to a special Tree Week episode of the Pine Mountain Sessions at Home. This is Greg Abernathy, the Director of Kentucky Natural Lands Trust. We're thrilled to be part of the Urban Forest Initiative's Tree Week celebration this week. Trees are foundational to life on the planet. They sustain us and inspire us. To quote Mary Oliver, I would say that they save me, and daily. KNLT's conservation work aims to protect trees and forested landscapes. Our efforts are primarily focused on Pine Mountain in southeastern Kentucky. Over the last 25 years, we've been working on one of the largest conservation efforts in Kentucky's history. This month, we're in the final push to protect additional wildlands along Pine Mountain in Harlan County. The project will protect nearly 1,400 acres of vital habitat and includes a portion of the proposed route of the unfolding Great Eastern Trail. Be part of conservation history by visiting knlt.org/SEF campaign to learn more and get involved. We have more of these unique online shows planned for the fall and winter so we can stay connected. Please help spread the word on KNLT and the talented artists taking part in the series. We look forward to getting together for a walk in the wild when we can. We miss all of you. Stay well and enjoy the show.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeri Katherine Howell.
And I'm Nat.
Happy Tree Week.
Happy Tree Week.
We're excited to play some music for you all in support of Kentucky Natural Lands Trust. You can learn more about them at knlt.org. We'll talk a little bit more about them, why we love them, later. But for now, here's a song inspired by Franklin County, where we're currently playing this music.
Walking upstream, Devil's Hollow, limestone bedrock, sleep will follow. Gotta look east real early tomorrow, cause that Louisville train's coming through. Not far down that old sidetrack past Red Bridge in the Devil's Backbone. Cold water runs down the neck of the man who walks down the road. It's a long way down through the rock and the silt and the clay. Oh Lord, it's a long way down, but there ain't no better way. Pop out of bed to the window pane while Mama listens for that old cold train. Those men ride high so we may gain some warmth throughout the winter. Tracks pulled up, now the tents are gone, but that water still falls. After all, this stream was carved not by God in a little slice of heaven. Oh Lord, it's a long way down through the rock and the silt and the clay. Oh Lord, it's a long way down, but there ain't no better way. Ring that bell come supper time, call the last train, step in single file. We'd eat first, but they'd not mind for a warm meal in the summer. Now they lit the city streets, ridiculed while they wait to eat. Some still live down Benson Creek like a fish dam out of water. Oh Lord, it's a long way down through the rock and the silt and the clay. away.
So both Nat and I grew up going to Cowan Creek Mountain Music School in Whitesburg in Letcher County, and we hiked Pine Mountain and every summer and learned music from the mountains, in the mountains, and the music that we learned there, continue to learn there, inspires our writing. So Kentucky Natural Lands Trust's mission of conserving the Pine Mountain Wildlands corridor and supporting the people and the culture of the region is very near and dear to our heart, and we so appreciate the work that they do and are excited to share our music, in part inspired by the diversity there and the beauty there, and to share that with you, the results of that with you through our music. I'm also really excited to share, or to highlight really the project that KNLT is raising funds for right now, the Southeast Education Fund. So definitely check that out at knlt.org with all the great details in support of conserving the biodiversity, but also in support of education in Eastern Kentucky with the community and technical college system. So Nat's going to play one of his songs, another one of his songs. This one's called Eastern Blue. It's about birds, which we are quite obsessed with birds, and many of our songs are about birds. So I think we're only playing one of those for you today, or tonight, whenever you're watching this.
It's also about Jeri a little bit. She left town and
I came back though.
But again, coming at you from the bluegrass region. Starling, can't you see the writing on the wall? The cold fills the space between your darkly colored wings. As the colors fade, the first leaves start to fall. Through the darkness I will follow every downy call. Sing, little bluebird, your time is come. And when the eastern sun rises over me, I'll feel your love. Nothing ever stays the same. I trust in you and I trust in change. Fear of the great unknown, living life so comfortable, yet insecure when I'm alone. Knocking, can't you hear? That's just what they say. The cherry breaks from the ashes, fall, rubbed raw with open arms. As death comes crashing down, death litters all the way. And through the chaos I will find a home for us to stay. Sing, little bluebird, your time is come. And when the eastern sun rises over me, I feel your love. I trust in you and I trust in change. Fear of the great unknown, living life so comfortable, it's you and I know. Life moves swiftly on, it burns and builds with laughter. And through the light I wash my mind of all distrust and fear. Sing, little bluebird, your time is come. Remember that love shines bright in your eyes from the eternal sun. Sing, little bluebird, your time is come. And when that western sun rises over me, I feel your love. So Jeri and I are in the middle of recording an album, and you can stay tuned for when that's going to come out by following her Facebook page at Jeri Katherine Howell or mine at Nat Colten. Also, Jeri has a website that's jerikatherinehowell.com. We look forward to playing music around humans in person someday. But in the meantime, keep an eye out on our Facebook pages and like and follow us, as well as Kentucky Natural Lands Trust and all the great work that they're doing in our home state of Kentucky.
So here's the song that I wrote called Feel So, and we invite you to sing along with us from your homes. It's all about following your heart and what makes you feel good, like going outside on a hike, on a walk, making some art, and singing with people. So here we go. Well,
I'm Trina Peiffer. Trees and wildlands are at the heart of my life. I love Kentucky Natural Lands Trust because trees and wildlands are solidly at the heart of what it does. I have 9 poems I'm going to read you. Meet the trees. If I look up from the hill trail, which I don't, if it's muddy or icy or too hot and I'm just making it, if I look up, which is not my habit, apart from checking for the white dog ahead, if I do, the trees are in lockstep around me, moving by each other in sync with my march up the hill. And it startles me. I never used to see this. It can bring me to tears. Meet the trees, a hillside of them, all already having your acquaintance. Aloft. The oak bears a hickory branch that broke and fell into its forked trunk, never to rot softly, only to dry out, weathered and arrested aloft. Under an intractable burden, the oak thickens, buttressing its limbs and pushing for sky. Trees all bear shearing weight. They spread it into the canopy and collapse at each other's feet. They can take their neighbors down and hold them up. So long has the oak held the hickory that they belong together, both part of the canopy, the living bearing the dead leading the way. Third poem. Buckeye, oak, grapevine. The buckeye sprouted by an oak. A grapevine overtook it and bent its stems sideways to the far side of the oak until they pushed across to the light. Imagine being the buckeye, cracked over, but still growing, leaning alongside the oak and taking years to reach out into your own understory space. Also imagine being the oak, while the vine grapples the sapling and makes it bend double and creak close by you, hungering for the light you let through your canopy. Or be the grapevine and vault from the ground to the tender buckeye into the tall oak where you hold on for the light. Holly. Stripling holly, small, shiny-leaved cluster, rare on a hill of hardwoods. What will happen next? You will ask for space, and maybe someone will fall and give it to you. You will see others and know the world through them. Years will pass. Then you will see yourself with astonishment. The waxy, evergreen leaves. Where did you come from? This is the world as it stands anew with you in it, the holly on the hill. Buckeye, March 31st. Baby buckeye fans its 5-lobed leaf at me. First leaf in the woods open. In the cold, other trees hold back. Redbud glimmers, and dogwood holds its swollen flower knob like a platter. But buckeye gives a leaf, an excited, widespread hand, waving welcome, flashing its palm at the sun, getting a good first grasp at spring. finally not a Buckeye poem. Pioneer. The cedar heartwood died, but the tree lived. See it now, the skeletal gray branches of an ossified central stem emerging like an abandoned decision from a thickened skirt where the tree edged past disaster and grew what worked. See the rim seal together higher up and have its heartwood back. Sturdy cedar, resourceful for sure, a real pioneer of the heart. Lifespan. Where ash have fallen and bramble thickens, I pick through, looking for faint trails, small plants, new things. Jim's bush cane snapped back last year sprawls out, regrown, but garlic mustard persists in few places. I have meandered here before, lost in detail, clearing space. I cross ferny ravines and the tumble below the pond. When the hill slopes home, I stop and look back. It's vast. Trees soar into mist. The cove stretches as far as I can see. There I was, crossing all that distance unaware, just bushwhacking a gauntlet of steps, laid so recently upon briar, branch, and moss. Grandeur shocks me. I have worked my way home and turned to find it sublime. When a hunter cuts a cedar, it's likely to be small, just something in his way where he plans to shoot. Cedar in the woods grows spindly and sparse, so they fall lightly and balance on their limbs. On the hill by the twin oaks, a 10-foot-long cedar top perches like a long-legged spider. Its trunk never sank to the ground. Its limbs never rotted, even as weather wore the wood down, skeletal. The giant spider stands 2 feet tall at its horizontal trunk, and its top limbs wheel up at the trees. Attenuated year by year, it grows lighter, as if it could move off, as deer do, passing over the hill. Last one. Thanks for listening. This is called Path. A hickory fell in the path. I could hardly get through. The dog and I squeezed and clambered while I talked us in and chattered out. On the other side, the horse listened to us emerge. For days we took the maze. I talked less and avoided the greenbrier. At last, the dog and I walked around it, a sensible thing to do, and the poison ivy wasn't bad. Paths have power, but no amount of talking can keep you on a path when there's a better way. Thank you so much.
Hello everybody, we're the Skylark. I'm Jannell, this is Cathy, this is Lorinda, that's Fiona, she's our very special producer, and we have reunited for the first time since March to play some tunes together today for a couple of things, and we're very excited to be right on the edge of Bernheim Forest in a beautiful fall setting, playing outside and recording.
We feel so lucky to help support the important work of the Kentucky Natural Lands Trust and to share this virtual stage with so many amazing artists. And it's Tree Week, so we are going to start with an old tune from 1760 about a great oak called Bonnie Portmore, and we'll follow it with a little Turlock O'Carolyn.
I think the trees might have been saying thank you. They were sending down showers of leaves while we were playing.
Hi, so a lot of people want to know what these instruments are. This instrument, really, it is one, even though it looks like many. These are the Irish uilleann pipes. It's spelled U-I-L-L-E-A-N-N, and it literally means union or elbow in Irish. It's a double-reeded chanter, and then we have double-reeded regulators, which actually function much like chords on a pipe organ, and then we have drones in the key of D. These were invented early to mid-1700s, and they kind of became the vacuum cleaner parts collection that they are today in about the mid-1800s, late 1800s, we'll say. So there you go, and we're going to play a set of reels from a collection of tunes that were recorded in, written down in pre-famine times, right around 1800, and the manuscripts were found in the college library of Trinity College, Dublin, probably only about 25-30 years ago. So these are neat pre-famine tunes. 3 reels for you.
We get a little help from the October winds blowing in this next one. It's a song called A Storm Cree, which means treasure of my heart. And we're surrounded by treasures here, and we have such gratitude for the KNLT and their conservation efforts to help preserve these wonderful trees and everything around us. We're going to finish after that with a couple jigs. We have John O'Cullinan's Dog from the Goodman Collection, and then the Quilleen or the Cullen jig. yet many's the time by night and day your heart will be sorely grieving, and the stranger's land is bright and fair, and it's rich and its treasures golden. You'll pine, I know, for the long, long ago, and the heart you left behind you. A storm appeared in the stranger's land. There is plenty of wealth and wayland, no gems adorn the great and grand. Their faces with hunger pale and the road is weary and hard to tread, and the lights of their cities blind you. You turn aside to errand shore, and the ones that truly love you.